Hello everybody, this is Mr. Nice Guy 2107, and of course, it is me, your host, Mr. Nice Guy. But, yeah, if you didn't see in the last opening of the, last episode, which was Kazawa 2023, I think, I got a new microphone. Doesn't really matter what kind it is, it sounds better and it doesn't pick up as much background noise, which was, definitely a problem before. So now that's all out of the loop. We're pretty good. All I need is my pop filter that I'm still waiting for, but let's not dwell on what we don't have. So we're on a pound sterling, 4 hours and 11 minutes in. Saturday, my second most favorite day of the week. This is almost entirely due to the fact that this is the day with the second least amount of school, with class ending at the beginning of lunch. I open my door confidently, myself being more confident of being able to get enjoyment out of the fine weather and shorter class length. I confidently stride down the hallway and down the stairs to the lobby of the male dorms. I confidently look behind me to see whose footsteps are approaching. I lose my confidence in this day being enjoyable. Ah, fuck. Hey man, what's up? Not much, I guess, just looking forward to the afternoon. You? Wraps an arm around my slumped shoulders far too comfortably. Something's up. Let's step outside, shall we? I was just about to before you stopped me. 1 second. He doesn't take my reaction to his theatrics well. Ignoring him, I walk outside and start down the steps. It doesn't take too long for him to catch up with me again. I wonder if he wants money or to rant about another conspiracy. Maybe both. I've got a bone to pick with you. It's about that blonde. You know who I'm talking about. Conspiracy it is. For a moment I contemplate feigning ignorance, but realize this will go quicker if I just let him get it all out. Lily? The one from your class? You're on first names term with her? First names term with her. So, it's pretty good. He looks positively shocked at this development. Did you not expect me to be able to answer? He gathers himself and coughs into his fist, dramatically, like everything he does. Well, never mind that. I'm here to warn you, man to man. Oh, my foot's caught. Warn me about what? Lily? Ooh, damn. Yeah, you don't know her, man. It's mostly true. I've only ever known her and Hako for less than 2 weeks, and even then we've just been exchanging banal chatter about school as we while away lunch. I'm pretty sure you don't either. That's not the point. You're the one spending inordinate amounts of time with her. It distresses me that someone like Kenji, who's probably as far out of the loop as one could possibly get, knows about such a trivial fact as who I choose to befriend. And again, I am a transfer student, and she's not the only representative of their class, but also a tall blonde. Maybe I should appreciate this ranting as a warning that the rumor mill exists in the school, and that I'm firmly within it. It's just lunch, nothing special. Look man, under the bridge. See this bridge? You're under it. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do to get intel. I just want to make sure that you don't end up too far under the bridge. It is me, Kenji. That's okay. Lots of people get lost, but that's why I'm here to help. Okay. Just be careful around her, okay? She looks all harmless on the outside, but I've heard shit. Bad shit. You know student council, right? He seems to involuntarily shudder as he says the words. Putting him and Shizune together in a room is an amusing mental exercise. I wonder if they've met. Yeah, Shizune and Misha are in my class, so I see to have dodged the draft, though. Good man, good man. But this blonde, she was there, in the student council, right? Damn there. I see, and she's not there now. Seriously, think about it. Something must have gone down. I stopped walking for a moment, giving the idea more thought than I probably should. It would explain that fight the two had, at least in part. Wait, no, not really. Even leaving the student council would need a cataclysm. In the end, it doesn't explain much at all. other than the fact that their feud goes back some ways. I guess you have a point. I'm not seeing how that really affects me, though. Okay, now field this one. Lily's foreign, obviously. Obviously. Now, what nationality is she? I open my mouth to give the answer, but realize that I have none. In fact, I've given the matter very little thought. Given that she has no accent and acts perfectly Japanese, I suppose it never really seemed important. Now that he mentioned it, though, I'm rather curious. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe English? They like tea. I probably shouldn't resort to stereotypes, but that's the only lead I have. Hey, I like tea. I'm an American. You're not thinking. Luckily, you have me here to think for you. Gee, thanks. He brushes off the quip effortlessly. Now answer me this. Who has lots of social power? Is filthy stinking rich. You know all blondies are rich, right? There's a long history of disputes, and used to belong to a much larger organization. The Roman Catholic Church. Well, okay, there's that. But there's also the Mafia. Come on, rich, foreign, there's no way she doesn't have connections to them. I'm trying to be serious, I really am, because I have this new microphone, and I really love it. It's like a giant ball, it's just hanging in midair, and I'm talking to it. It makes me feel really weird, but makes me feel in control. And I have reason to doubt the logic of his deductions, but he shows no sign of stopping. So, do you know where I think she's from? Italy? Mainland. Italy's small time, dude. She has to be somewhere from Sicily. All those mafioso types come from there. Wait, no, Russian. Damn, this could be bad. The mafia there is serious business, man. Ex-KGB everywhere. Paramilitaries, hardcore smuggling, and... Wait, just... Stop. Slow down a second. What are you trying to get at here? You don't know what she'll do, man. I won't get in your way. Agents don't operate like that. But I just want you to be careful. When the time comes, we'll need all the help we can get. I don't want to lose you, comrade. Cool. Well, at least he's concerned for me. Kinda. I wave goodbye to him as we separate out to our respective classes, but I'm not sure that he sees the gesture. Ooh, sweet damn. Piling my books into a bag, I catch a glimpse of the library books I'd borrowed last week. I might as well return them, considering they took all of 2 days to finish. I briefly consider inviting Hanako along to the library, but she's already gone. It'll probably be better for my studying if I'm alone anyway. With a quick scratch. Okay, I'm just gonna need to calm down here. With a quick stretch and a wave to a couple of classmates who've given the same to me, I make my way out of the classroom. As I open my bag and shove the books through the return slots in the front counter, I notice a strange person behind the desk. Old and graying. She must be Yuko's replacement when she's working at the cafe. I begin looking for a free table. A task made somewhat difficult considering that despite there not being many students near, they're all sitting at their own tables. Noticing a familiar head of hair, I walk over to the one near the braille section. I wonder who that could be, probably Emmy? Okay. It's hard to tell whether Lily's concentrating hard or not, her placid expression holding perfectly still as her finger slides across the dot-filled pages of her book. Hi. Mind if I sit here? No problem at all. She trails off, evidently still focused on her business at hand. So. I like that music. What is music? That's Concord. She gives a nod of greeting as I sit opposite of her at the table, pluck a chemistry textbook out of my bag, and quickly thumb to the chapter we've covering in class. For a while, we sit there and read, each in our own way. Seeing her reminds me of what Kenji said this morning, though. And the fact that I've never seen someone read in Braille before makes me keep throwing glances at her. I kind of feel guilty about it, given that she has no way to realize I'm doing so. So I decide to just ask her what it's about. Her lineage isn't exactly a state secret, after all, and there's another thing I've just only noticed from her movements. Hey Lily, mind if I ask a question? Not at all. Is anything wrong? I was just wondering, you're at least part foreign, right? She gives a small giggle before setting down her book. I've always been amused at how squeamish people are about that. Akira's mentioned how she and I look different from most others before. The details are a bit complicated, but I'm half Japanese, half Scottish. That's pretty weird, actually. Scottish? That's not exactly my first guess. It takes some effort to not blurt it out loud. I try to conjure images of the places in my mind. I think as far as the UK goes, Scotland isn't bad to live in. But I'm not really sure. Don't they have Stonehenge in Scotland? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I actually really want to know. You know what? We're doing it. Okay. Apparently I'm wrong. It's in Wiltshire, England, about 2 miles west of Amesbury and 8 miles north of Salisbury. Okay. Oh, before Christ opened. 4.3, you know. It's not like people very well preserved for its authenticity. Tourists are strictly managed. Fantastic English heritage site. Go only for the summer solstice. Okay, I'll make sure I do that. Maybe. Okay. Okay, we're back. I try to conjure images of the place in my mind. Okay, never mind. My first guess of England was surprisingly close, at least geographically. That does leave another question, though. But you have no accent. That's where the details begin. I was born and raised in Japan, despite my mother being foreign. Ah, I get it. Hold on, if she moved to the dorm simply due to Akira working longer hours, so they don't live near the school? She gives a small sigh, as if she didn't expect me to go any deeper. Was her previous frankness just a front? Sorry. Not exactly. It's been a long time since we've actually met. I feel like I'm not getting the whole story, but I really don't want to go unduly prying into her situation. Her about face shows that she feels kind of awkward about it. So, do you speak much English? To be honest, I don't know that much about Scotland, but at least I know that's their main language there. It takes her a moment to collect herself, appreciating the change in topic. That's right, my family mostly used Japanese around the house when I was young, but they made sure Akira and I knew her Scottish side just as well. I'm fluent in the language, but I'm also studying it in school, taking my skills up and to have the qualifications on paper mainly. So you're bilingual. That's pretty impressive. I'm kind of bilingual. I mean, they have classes at my school that I go to. I'm taking French, and I'm happy about it. If I were to take Russian or Spanish, I think I'd pull my hair out. No offense to the teachers. Actually, yeah, full offense to the teachers. I wouldn't go that far. Having parents who can speak the language is a large advantage, and English books in Braille aren't too hard to buy or import, with Yuko's help at least. There's a relatively high demand for local English teachers here anyway, which also helps give some motivation to learn as well. Demand for English teachers? For a moment I wonder why she brought this up. You're planning to be an English teacher? I think I just breathed straight into the mic there. She gives an enthusiastic nod. Have to move that away a little bit. Okay. It must be nice having such a definite future in mind. I've never really given much thought to mine, so I'm kind of envious. What's wrong? It's just, I could see you as a teacher pretty easily. It'd suit you. For a moment, she's speechless. She lowers her face a little and lets out a nervous giggle, something I've never seen her do before. With Lily's role as class representative and her dependable nature, teaching does seem to be a line of work fitting her personality. Sorry, that was probably a little much. It is true, though. I'm gonna say sorry, but then say, yeah, I'm still right. What the fuck am I doing? Waving her hand in front of her face dismissively, she quickly recovers. It's not that, it's just only one person's ever said that to me before. A short, somewhat awkward silence follows the discussion. Without knowing it, I ended up steering into a troublesome topic again. I should try to cheer her up a little. It was me who went and got her brooding after all. Want to go grab lunch at the cafeteria after this? It might pick her up a bit, or at least take her mind off the apparently complicated family situation. Going by her smile, it seems to have the intended effect. I appreciate the thought, but the food there. Quite a quick redirection of the conversation. She does have a point, though. The food there isn't the greatest. Maybe the Shanghai? We could ask Hanako if she wants to come as well. What is it? I almost forgot until you reminded me. Hanako's birthday is coming up soon, and I was going to go shopping in the city for a present tomorrow. Ooh. If that's an invitation, I'd be happy to accompany you. Damn! Hasao going straight, like, just fucking dive bombing that shit. Like, the ability to get more used to the layout of the city would probably be a good thing. I barely set foot in there, so I'd be hopelessly lost by myself. She gives a nod, signaling that she'd happily approves of the plan for Sunday. We eventually get back to our books, though. Before I begin reading again, I steal one last glance at her. Maybe I've been thinking on the situation too much. After all, everybody here would have their own unique circumstances. The chance to get outside and clear my head would probably do me good. Okay, guys, that's gonna end it here. I actually had a lot of fun recording this for, I think like a week break. And, I can't wait to see you guys later and in the next episode. See you guys later.